Hi everyone, it's Stina, aka Goody Girl. I wanted to share my swap submission for Junk Journal Junkies, and it's a little micro mini journal, and the theme is vintage style. And so the requirements are 3 1/4 by 2 1/4 inch with a spine of a 1/2 inch to 1 inch wide. It needed to have 2 signatures of at least 8 sheets of folded paper, which equals to 16 pages per signature. It needed to be sewn in, pamphlet style stitch only. To give the vintage look, it must be lightly or tea stained. Include paper or glassine bags or envelopes. Include pockets and tuck spots, tags or journal cards, and a closure of some sort. So here, let me show you what I did. I used seam binding ribbon. It was white and I stained it with coffee. For my cover, I had some wallpaper, and it had a cool texture to it. And I thought that would be awesome for my cover. Here's some beautiful lace that I had gotten at a vintage expo, and I sewed it along the top here and then spot glue it here and there so that way it would stay laid down. Zigzag stitch all the way around. And for the inside, to make it more finished, I also did some panels and some pockets. I sewed those in. I did that for the front and I did that for the back. Gotta be careful with this little guy. It's like it wants to jump away from me. It's so tiny and full. So I had some of these tags in my stash that I made a long time ago, and I decided to add some little canvas tops to it, some pull tags. And it was supposed to be 8 pages or 8 pieces of paper. I think I actually exceeded that. I think I did 12 for each signature. Did some stamping, used some Tim Holtz journal cards, and created pockets with some stickers that I had in my stash, and then some faux stamps. Vellum. I love how when you soak it in either the coffee or the tea, and when it goes to dry, it's crinkly. But actually what I did is when I cut these down to the size I wanted to use, I went ahead and crinkled it first. I crunched it up, and then I stuck it in the coffee stain. And I just love that. Did some little mini stamping. You cannot perceive beauty, but with a serene mind. This is like some ledger paper. Added doilies, added book sheets. I saved these little safety pins from my clothing, when I purchase clothing. Sometimes you find these cool little safety pins. And I had this made with love, a little charm. I actually got that from AliExpress. Thought it was perfect. Some architecture graph paper. I added a little mini glassine envelope, and then I put some additional faux stamps in there. And I used the other side of it. I put some, I backed it with some cardstock so that way it made it really stable, and I glued it to this other side of the paper so that way it would give it a nice tuck spot. Added some little blank journal cards and added some washi tape to it. This is a fold out, and then I added some leftover lace from the previous project. Did some stamping. A little journal spot, happy, happy, happy. It's blank inside. This is that paper that you use that has music on it for the organs, organs, O-R-G-A-N. Sometimes my old accent gets in the way, originally from Texas. Anyways, I used that. I thought that was kind of cool paper and a good feel. And here's some acetate It has like a map on it. I don't think you can really see it. I have a better picture a little bit later in the book. And so I went ahead and sewed that in, and then this end here left it hanging off, so it gives it a little bit of texture on the end. And set this down. This is a little explosion card. Again, more journaling spot. And again, it's using that Oregon paper. And I made pockets from the vellum. Here's the middle of my first signature, and I added some beads. Journal card. And I don't know if you can see it, but this is what I was talking about. The acetate has a little bit of a map on it. So this is a little belly band, and I also had it hanging off the edge again to give it some texture on the end. Here's a little flip tuck. Bloom where you are planted. Some see a weed, some see a wish. Fold out. This is origami paper that I had found at Tuesday Morning. It's one-sided, so basically what I did was I glued 2 sheets front to back. I suppose if I wanted to, I could have created a pocket up here. Some more little quotes. Here are some little calendar. I used this in a previous project, and I thought, why not use it in this one as well? It's already a pocket, and it's a little calendar. It's kind of like a library card, and I put a little faux postcard in here. Some more stamping. This vellum was like a yellow vellum. This is a little matchbook journal spot. Some little tiny staples. This is the end of the first signature. I made a pocket out of some stickers that I had and made a little card to go in it. It's blank. Here's the middle of my journal. I didn't want to leave it just blank white, so what I did was I used the floss and kind of just in a row layered it, so that way it would just give it a little bit of more color and texture. It's pretty blue, so I wanted to incorporate it. These are little washi tapes. Some more stamping. Those who look for beauty find it. Here's some more of that, I don't know if you can see it, acetate. Inside a little tuck spot and a peekaboo. Another little pocket. Another faux stamp. I had some leftover paper. I thought, why not use it? So basically what I did was I stapled it to this sheet, and that created a tuck spot on both sides. This is the back of the staple, so I decided to put some washi tape so that way you wouldn't nick your fingers. Some more little journal cards. Fold out. I had some canvas butterflies, so I decided to incorporate one. Now it's in a little tuck spot. Here's one of my little favorites. This is so tiny. Little bitty book. They're cute. I love that little book. I almost kept it. Here's another little journal spot. I don't know what you call this sort of fold, but and then here's the middle of my second signature. Again, I put some little beads on the end of it. Included another one of those explosion cards. Get quite a bit of little real estate. I remember making these when I scrapbooked a lot. Made it out of 12 by 12 sheets. So it's like you can do a little album with it. I had some canvas tags, so I decided to incorporate one in this and included another one of tags I made a long time ago. This is Explorer. Fold out. Journal card, again, had some leftover paper. It's amazing how you don't want to get rid of anything. So it created a tuck spot on both sides, so I incorporated some more of the Tim Holtz. This isn't the normal size of the Tim Holtz journal cards. I had to cut it down a little bit to fit in this little book. Here's another one of those calendars pockets that looks like a library card. Not the library card, but the pocket for a library card. Library pocket. Here's another little tuck spot and another little journal spot. Another little match book. And I didn't show you on the other one, but it is open, so you can put something in it. So like this one, it slides in. It's like a belly band. Yeah, right here it's open in the middle, so you could put something and have it coming out if you wanted to. And then here's the back of the book, and here's another little tag that says Discover. And that's it. That's my little micro journal book, and I can't wait to ship this off to somebody, so I cannot wait to find out who I'm shipping it to. It was kind of cool with these little swaps because the last one I shipped it to England, so it'll be interesting to see where this one goes. And I can't wait to get mine. I think I'm going to use mine. I'm going to take mine to work and use it as a little ADD distraction, so anytime I'm on a conference call, I'm just going to play with it. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a glorious evening.